Yo, what is up, guys? This is Legend Central, and today I thought I would look back on the first year anniversary units, discuss how good they were for their teams and their options, and why it is a good idea to be summoning on the second year anniversary banners. So starting up, we have the Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Now this guy is the best blue unit on the God Key team. Now that isn't really saying too much, but I still use this guy to this day. That's a whole year later. He is still so good. You know, his blast stats are still amazing. They are starting to age a little bit, but between his green card heal and the damage he deals and his bulkiness, he's just still such a good unit. One of the main God Key units that I run. Next up, we have Golden Frieza. Lineage. If you're a Lineage of Evil user, you know you still use this unit. His extra damage against Saiyans, as well as his just absurdly high blast attack, just even at 2-star, just make him so good. He is the best green unit for Lineage of Evil, one of the only ones. But I mean, again, I still use this guy to this day. His ultimate hits the entire team. I mean, the bleed off of his special move, it's all just so good. This guy still hits insanely hard. So these two were on a banner together. This was one of the better This was the better banner to summon on, in my opinion. Next up, we have the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Now this guy has the lock-in, has pretty good strike attack, even at 2-star, level 5000, 195k, decent. He's got the green card counter for blast arts. Yep, I think that just combos into strike arts, blast arts, special move. Oh, okay, it combos into everything. His ultimate hits very hard, as long as especially if you have like 3 cards in your hand. And with the lock-in and the Kefla meta, you can throw him in, lock in Kefla, and do like 3 strike cards. And if you have key for the ult, you can go ahead and finish her up before she even can switch out, just getting rid of Kefla completely. So even if you're going up against a green unit, this guy's still very good, and that lock-in is just so helpful. But that's kind of one of his main tricks. So if you take that away, then it's kind of just he's okay. Now Buhan is the unit that I don't really know the most about because I don't run regen. I know he was my least hyped unit of last year. I know he's got like a good green card in the barrier. His special hit's pretty decent. Obviously, he heals up. So now that this guy has the powerful opponent tag, as well as obviously still regeneration, he heals. He's still very good, but I think he just got overshadowed by the Zenkai for the Majin Buu good. Since he's also green, he just kind of gets overshadowed on the team now that if you can Zenkai that unit. But I mean, this is probably the worst anniversary unit so far that we've talked about. And then last but not least, for the Sparkings, we have the Legends Limited Super Vegito. This guy is still amazing. This guy still can come into any fight and just ramp up and just hit so hard. I mean, he's got the strike cover change. He gets damage inflicted every time you draw a card. Damage inflicted every time he gets used or hit, or is it when your opponent uses a card? I think it's when your opponent uses a card, he gets more damage inflicted. You know, he's got the Fusion Warrior tag. He's a Saiyan, so he can be ran on multiple teams. If they ever decide to do like a Majin Buu Saga buffer, he'll have that. He's a Vegito, so he gets a lot of Z ability buffs from like this guy right here. Holds two strikes, and his ultimate also nullifies endurance. So just, I mean, this guy just is a tank. He's a beast. He's just going to come in and pretty much hit as hard as he wants to, as long as you build him up. The longer he's out there, the better he is, really. In my opinion, this is the best unit of the first anniversary. He's still usable today, and in my opinion, high S tier, if not low Z tier. So those are all the Sparkings. I would say like Super Vegito is the best. Probably Golden Frieza is the second best. Then Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and then Buhan. Now there's one EX I want to talk about, and that is Whis. this guy was amazing for God Key when he came out. He was red. We needed a red. He came out. If you don't know, when he switches in with the God Key unit, then that ally gets damage inflicted buffs. And if he switches back in from, if there's a God Key unit you're using and you switch that out for this Whis, then the Whis gets buffs too. And if you're using character Beerus, then they actually get even more buffs, such as -5 to strike and blast card arts, and then draw speed. So like using him in conjunction with like the LF Beerus, once you have him Zenkai'd, Beerus can become a monster. His green card does destroy all of your card and your enemy's cards and makes them randomly draw 4 new ones. So that's great. Like if they use their main ability, you can make them get rid of their alt. And he does carry a green card, which is really nice in conjunction with this guy who heals from a green card. It also helps like this guy, this LF Vegeta, he also heals from a green card, so it's nice to have an extra green card if you want to bring the Whis. His stats have fallen off quite a bit as well, but I mean, still very much so usable. He's got the God Key tag. That's really all the tags he has, is just God Key, so that's the only team he can run on. Next up, I wanted to go ahead and take a look at the actual banners. So these were step-up banners for the first 7 days. And once you got through step 1 through 3, then that was the last time you could do those steps. And once you got through step 7, you return to 4. Now, unfortunately, this version of the step-ups are different than the ones we had with like the Kefla and Gotenks, which these do not have guaranteed EX steps or the new character summon rates ×2. So those are missing from this banner. And these took 7 tickets to do a GSP. And they're also missing like high % chance for featured units. Just the new units had 1%, and then Vegito had 0.25. Everything else, sparking wise, is 0.08. So these banners are okay. They just became a buy 3 get 1 free after you did your full rotation, which it sucks because there was no guaranteed EX after doing step 3. Only step 2, I think, was guaranteed EX all. And that was a good way to try. That was the best way to try to get these EXs. Now, I didn't talk about these two or the chilled because they're just really not. They weren't really meta defining as much as this Whis was. But these banners were okay. Obviously, you're pulling on these for the new units: the Whis, the Vegeta, the Buhan, and the chance at Vegito. Again, these are the steps. I'm pretty sure this one right here was guaranteed EX. Guaranteed all EX multi. Like I said, 7 tickets, so we can go ahead and take a look at the tickets. So every step you do after 1 and 2 gave you tickets, and then the free one doesn't. And so that's something really nice. So this was buy 3 get 1, but in one rotation it was 3,000 crystals, and you also got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 tickets. It took 7 to do a GSP. And as you can see here, the Goku and Frieza had a 20% each, and the Vegito had a 5%, so you had a 45% chance of pulling something new. So really, actually pretty good. So if we take a look at all these units that are so meta-defining, even still, these are all at least S-tier units in my opinion, besides maybe this guy. That just tells me that when we go ahead and take a look at the units that are coming in the 2nd anniversary, these 5 right here, these are all going to be meta defining for the next year. This is the best value you have for your CC to summon on these banners to try to pull these units. Now, I don't know how the banners will be broken up, if it'll be Super with Trunks and Zamasu, and then a banner with Goku and Shenron, or if it'll be like villains with Zamasu and Shenron, and heroes with Goku and Trunks, and then Vegito on both. I don't know how it'll be broke down. Hopefully it's Super versus GT, because I want the Trunks and Zamasu more. But we'll just have to see. But I highly recommend summoning on this banner, these 2 banners whenever they drop, just because these guys are going to be so good. And then also do not forget about this Gogeta right here. He looks to be very good for the Fusion Warrior team as well. It actually, some people are already saying that this guy does actually replace this Gotenks right here. Like the base form EX Gogeta is better than this guy. Now that'll be yet to be seen once we actually get some gameplay and hands-on with him ourselves. I'll definitely do a video if I can pull him. I'm hoping I can. But yes, this is going to be the best bang for your buck for your CC. So I highly recommend summoning on these banners, because these, if any of these buff teams that you want to run, or they are on teams you want to run, pull for them, because they are going to be, they're better than probably 90% of the Sparkings in this game, I would say, with this guy probably being the best. Trunks looks to be very good as well. Zamasu and Goku, Shenron, they're all so good, but Vegito is easily the best kit and the best stats. So hopefully this helps you and with your decision on summoning or not. So I will go ahead and catch you guys in the next one.